Hello and welcome to my channel. If you like reading and you like books and all bookish kind of things, then maybe stick around, you might like it. It would be great if you did. So today's video is going to be my February TBR, which I'm hoping is going to go a lot better than the spooky TBR list that I had for January, which just didn't go to plan at all. And I was going to move my spooky TBR list onto February, but then I thought, no, it's Valentine's Day, we need a little bit of love in our lives, so I'm not going to do any spookiness for February. I'm going to concentrate a bit more on the love side of things. Not all of these books are specifically romance books or whatever. They might have a touch, an element of love, but it's not spooky. We're going away from that for this month. So some of these books you may have seen if you watched my last video. I do split my TBR up into two sections. The first section being the definites, the books that I absolutely definitely want to concentrate on and read in that month. And then the maybes section is the books that I would like to read if A, I'm not feeling the books or one of the books on my definitely list, and two, if I finish all my definitelys, I'll then move on to my maybes. So I'm going to start with my first definitely, which is Stephanie Garber's Once Upon a Broken Heart. I did get the very loose copy in October, but there've just been other books that I've been wanting to read before getting to this, but I just feel like February is going to be the perfect month to finally get to this, see what Jax is up to and whatnot, and just really delve into it. I'm really excited actually to start this, and this is, as I say, going to be my first definitely that I'm going to concentrate on in February. And next on my definitely list is the first volume of Heartstopper. Again, you will have seen this if you watched my last video. I'm just really excited to get to this. I want to see Nick and Charlie falling in love. I just think it's perfect for February, and the illustrations just look absolutely adorable. So yeah, I'm just really excited to get to this. I will put the rest of the series in my maybes in case I just want to get to them or I finish all my other definitelys. I probably will end up binging the lot of them, but we'll wait and see. But this is a definite for definite. Next on the definitely list is Reasonable Lies by T.A. Rosewood. So if you watched my previous video, you will have seen that I did actually pick up the book that comes after this, not realising that there was a book beforehand. So I've now got the first book and the author has told me that this has been compared to Me Before You, which was one of my 5-star reads of 2021. So I'm just really excited to get to this. So I'll just read the bit at the back. It says, Jane Walden has it all: a thriving career, beautiful twins, a crazy best friend and an adoring husband. James Cooper quickly becomes a friend and confidant, but is he hiding something from her, and will she guess his secret before it's too late? Just sounds so intriguing. Cannot wait to read it. So that is another definitely on the list. Mixing it up with a bit of manga, I really want to get to the third volume of Waiting for Spring. I absolutely adored the first two books. It's just really lovely and fluffy and cute, and it's just about friendship, about a blossoming romance, and it's just lovely. So I really want to complete this series, so I obviously need to get cracking. So Volume 3 is on the definitely list. Next on the definitely list, but slightly lower down on the list, is Master of One by Jada Jones and Danny Bennett. This looks like a big fat chunky book, but the writing is quite spaced out, so I feel like I could get through this pretty quickly even though I am a slow reader. So that's why I didn't mind mixing it in with the other definitelys, because I feel like I've got quite a few of them already for me personally anyway. But if I can get to this, I really do want to, so I'll just quickly read. So it says, life in the Queen's City isn't easy, especially for a two-bit thief like Rags. When his latest score goes sideways, he's nabbed by royal sorcerer Morian the Last, who forces him to steal the 6 pieces of an immeasurably powerful ancient Fae relic. Rags is still determined to somehow get away unscathed until he discovers that the relics Morian is after are actually people. A distractingly handsome Fae prince who has been asleep for centuries, a Queen's Guard deserter with more honour than common sense, a daughter of a disgraced noble family who hits first and asks questions later, a deceptively sweet-natured prince, a member of the underground resistance, neither trusting nor trustworthy, and him, Rags. I just think that sounds absolutely incredible. So it's on the definitely list. It's just one that I might not get to this month, but I am definitely going to try because it just sounds brilliant. Moving on to the maybe list and starting with Stepping on Roses Volume 3. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this series so far, because one of the main characters and potential love interest is quite abusive, like both verbally and physically, which is just not cool at all. And that has really like put me off reading it, but at the same time I really want to know what happens to the main character Sumi. I want to know that she's alright. I want to know whether she gets a happy ever after, the happy ever after that she deserves. And yeah, so I don't know how I feel about it so far, so I think I'm going to give this a go, the third one. And if I'm still feeling a bit icky about it, I probably won't continue with it. But if it picks up and whatnot, then I might continue with the series. But it's basically about Sumi, who is like an orphan, very, very poor. She meets this guy who is very rich and he's due to inherit a lot of money from his family, but only on the condition that he is married. So he basically takes her, marries her. Obviously she gets to not be poor anymore, but he's also not, he's not nice at all. But there is another love interest like on the horizon in the vicinity of this married couple. So who does she end up with? Hopefully the nice fella, but who knows, I'll have to wait and see. So that is on the maybe list. Next on the maybe list is A Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. So again, I showed this in the last video. It is a book that I really, really want to get to, but it's not as high priority as the others. I'm not going to go into what the book is about because everybody knows what the book is about. Everybody's seen this book everywhere. So yeah, that is a maybe, although I'm really excited to read it. I might have to put it onto next month's TBR if I don't get to it this month. And last but not least is Turning 30 by Mike Gale. So this is a book that my mum has read and passed on to me, and I had a quick look over it and it looks like it's going to be a funny read. So it says, unlike most people, Matt Beckford is actually looking forward to turning 30. After struggling through most of his 20s, he thinks his career, finances and love life are finally sorted. But when he splits up with his girlfriend, he realises that life has different plans for him, and Matt temporarily moves back home to his parents. Within hours, his mum and dad are driving him up the wall just like the old days. Feeling nostalgic and desperate for sanity, he decides to get in touch with his old schoolmates. So one by one, he tracks down the rest of the Magnificent Seven: Gershwin, Pete, Bev, Katrina, Elliot and Ginny, his former on-off girlfriend, back together after a decade apart. But things will never be the same for any of them, because when you're turning 30, nothing's as simple as it used to be. So I just think that sounds really funny and relatable. So that is definitely on the maybe list. Definitely maybe. Isn't that an Oasis album? It is. Yeah. So that is the last book on my TBR for February. So that is everything for this video. Let me know what's on your February TBR or what you've read in January, any recommendations that you have. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then please subscribe. Bye!